The franchise Shane Douglas, and you watching Pounding the Meat.
It's Thursday, man. What is going on? Pounding the Meat podcast. We're on time, 8 o'clock tonight. We got a big wrestling weekend coming up. I don't even know how I'm going to make it. I don't know how I'm going to make it through this whole weekend. We already got some comments here. Let me see. James, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Yo, Hogan's a nut. Hulk Hogan is an absolute nutcase. I swear. That's what I'm saying, bro. We want another Ric Flair. Is that what we want? Hulk Hogan's last match. Shakon! What up, man? Paul, how are you, brother? Welcome to the show. Robert. And Denise, what's going on, brother? Yeah, we got a big show ahead of us. But listen, basketball's on tonight too, so I can't go too long. We got the NBA playoffs going. I've really been into the playoffs this year. What up, Kirk? How you doing, brother? That's true. Happy birthday, Roman Reigns. I'm his elder. I found that out today. Happy birthday, Roman. And Alberto Del Rio. It's his birthday today, too. Let's bring on the crew. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest boy in the world, Mr. Joey V, is in the building. What is up, Joey V?
What's good? How's everybody doing tonight?
Man, I'm chilling, bro.
I hear you.
Big show. And the bearded wonder is here. Ladies and gentlemen, Easy E is in the building. What's going on?
I'm fucking living the dream, bro.
And Jones.
Birthday shout out to Jones, by the way.
Mr. Jones. He is drunk as a skunk right now, I would assume.
Oh, yeah, he was. I was texting him earlier, and I was talking to him earlier. He's like, yo, it's all inclusive. He's like, I'm going bottles deep.
Oh, my God, this dude. Now, this man can drink. If you don't know King Jones can absolutely drink. This man, he's a big boy. So it takes a lot for him to...
I want to go shot for shot with him.
Oh,
I want to see who taps first.
There is no way. There is no way. So happy birthday to our King Jones. He will be drinking bottles and slapping cheeks. He sent me a picture of his villa. Or
the resort with the pool?
The resort.
Yeah.
And I said, Jones, can you swim? You know, I don't know if he can swim or not. He's like, I can float. I was like, well, that's good. Just make sure you stay relaxed. You know, you get too drunk. If you stay relaxed, you can float. Bro, chill, bro. Man, I fuck Kamala up, bro. What up, Justin? I would fuck Kamala up. So, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's doing a signing at Hogan's beach shop in Orlando. So I was like, you know what? Let me check this out. Because I have some artwork that my dad did of Hogan. You know, he got Andre, Junkyard Dog, with all the classics around him. I was like, I would love to get that signed. So I look up how much it is to get Hogan to sign your items. This motherfucker, all right, charges just to get into the event $200. All right, $200, and it has to be a small item. I was like, no problem. All right. So I called and I was like, listen, does this artwork count as a small item? He's like, how big is that game? The dimensions, whatever. Yeah, that'll work. All right, I'm going to bring my wife with me. Is that okay? She has to pay $200. Anyone that steps into the facility has to pay for an autograph. So I can't just bring, she don't need an autograph. I can't just bring her. No, she has to pay. So literally it's $400 for me to walk in with one item and have it signed. I don't think I can do it, bro. Because she wants to meet Hogan. You know what I'm saying? She loves fucking Hulk Hogan.
And I mean, for the amount of money you spent in there 2 years ago.
Yeah. Hey, this fucking guy. Yeah, I bought an overpriced bootleg belt I bought from Hogan's Beach Shop with his autograph on it. It's a bootleg for sure. It is an absolute bootleg. Yeah. King J. Sean, what is up, King? How are you?
Yeah, but it's a belt you love.
It is. It's still there. For those don't know, I bought the Thunder Lips belt. I'm a big Rocky fan, so I forget what I paid for it. I think it was like $1,200 I paid for this thing.
It was that with the haggle though, right?
Yeah, because it's normally 15.
Yeah.
So I got him down to 12, just so you could see how much this guy's making on this stuff. They like, all right, we'll do 12. That's $300 off.
I thought it was 2,000.
Oh my God, it's
$1,200. For the Omi Winged Eagle signed to something like $2,000 or like $2,500.
Yeah, he's fucking nuts, dude.
Like,
he charges at least double what he pays. Minimum double. But yo, I love Thunder Lips, bro.
I wonder what Omi charges Hogan for a belt. Like, because you know he gives some belts away. Omi gives some belts away to people in the hobby, wedding presents and stuff. So you wonder what he charges Hogan for a belt.
Was Hogan getting married at the time? I don't know.
You know, Double D was, so.
Yes, I mean, I got the Thunder Lips, but then what was cool of them, they threw in a boxing glove. Rocky, from the official Stallone shop, they sell boxing gloves. They threw that in. That was signed as well. So for $1,200, I got the belt and the boxing glove, which I didn't think was too bad. You know, but $1,500 for a bootleg. I mean, it's nice, but it ain't no $1,500 nice. I'll be real with you. You know, I mean, it's about a $700-800 belt at best, autographed.
It's a hard belt to make too.
It is.
Get the dimensions and everything correct on it.
Yeah, it's not bad. But Hogan needs to fucking chill. Fucking $200. I mean, I'll pay the $200, but let me bring a guest, bro. You're not Stallone. Sylvester Stallone charges $500 for an autograph and an additional $500 for a picture. So he charges $1,000 to say, "Hi, Stallone, I love you." And he goes, "Oh, thanks." Done. A G in his pocket. "Oh, thanks." That's all he says. And he goes this. And I guarantee you that for the picture. That's it. $1,000.
Can you imagine banking $1,000 for an autograph and that kind of picture? I mean, Jesus Christ.
I just stick to watching his family show.
His daughters, though.
I've been watching it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. No,
His daughters.
I'd be like, listen, I would date the daughter just to be with Stallone. I wouldn't even care. Hey, let's go lay down. Watch. No, I'm gonna watch Rambo 2 with your dad. We're having a man's night.
You ever seen a video where his brother Frank is like filming and he's like around the pool and he's got like all these rafts in the pool and he's naming the rafts and
this
shit.
Motherfucker. Yo, Frank has the. I wish I had Frank Stallone's life. He calls himself a musician. He calls himself an artist. Frank has done nothing. All right, he is the baby brother of Sylvester Stallone, and he is the fucking man.
He did that one show.
What show? Who, Frankie?
Frank, yeah, he did a show back on like the E channel a while back. It was it was like ridiculousness before ridiculousness. This is probably 10 years ago, 15 years ago now.
I mean, listen, I'm not going to lie. The daughters, they're adults. We can say this, right? They're all adults, right? Am I wrong? I want to double check my stats here. Are they all above 18 years old?
I mean, Joe Amos' daughters are hot too.
Double check, Easy. Make sure. I want to make sure these are not kids we're talking about.
They're
here.
16 years
They
old.
don't look like kids. I'm assuming they're adults. And I refuse.
I mean, he's over like 70 something.
Yeah, he's 70 something years old. They gotta be adults.
It's like Clint Eastwood having like, he's in his 80s and he's got like a 10-year-old.
Like Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft, that motherfucker is 80 something years old, has a newborn. Is that even, does your sperm work like that, bro?
That newborn comes out already owning the Patriots.
Like for real, does your sperm stay strong? Or does it lose the fighters in it? You know how they have the fighting motherfuckers
Imagine
in your
what money can buy with the new technology of sperm. Possibly.
AI sperm, bro.
Fucking robo sperm.
Yeah.
Could be.
Okay, it looks like the youngest one is 21.
I'd fuck them all. Yeah, there you go.
100%. 100%.
Absolutely.
I do the maid to get to him.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I know they have artificial insemination. They have all these doctors things they could do. But I'm wondering if I'm 87 years old, and I'm Robert Kraft, and I'm bored, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in the mood to have a kid.
What old actor just
Will my
cranked out another
sperm
kid?
work?
Was it De Niro?
I know De Niro. Yeah, De Niro just had a kid.
Yeah,
De Niro's got to be in his
just had another
70s.
Yeah, I
Robert
think
De
it's-
Niro. This motherfucker.
All you need is one of the swimmers to get past the finish line.
Yeah, they go
so-
like this. They go. You know those little animations of sperm? They go. They have a little
Did
tail.
you watch that video in high school? Did they show you that video?
Oh, bro, I went to a Christian school.
Oh, okay. They didn't show
You know,
you the video.
let me tell you something. Then we'll get to the topics. But let me tell you something. I was in a Christian school from kindergarten to 12th grade. Right? They don't even teach you about sex, bro. Sex? Did you know that, now nothing against Christian schools. There were some good ones. Okay. But our prom night, we weren't allowed to dance. Because dancing was the devil's body language.
So what
Did you live in the Footloose town?
We had to sit there. Just with my girlfriend who's in her nice gown. I'm 17. I'm horny. I'm experimenting with, puberty. I'm going through puberty. I'm looking over. I'm like, you know what? I would love to lose it to her. And then you're not even allowed to dance. You're not even allowed. It was hard. It was hard out there for a pimp like me. All right? Who wasn't allowed to do anything.
She had on a chastity belt. You get too close, you get electrocuted.
But, things changed. Then I went to a public college, and oh my God. Oh my God. That was the year that 50 Cent's first album came out, so that was my inspiration to get out there and be a wankster. What a year. What a year to be alive.
Coming from public school sexual education, bro, it was like prison. I remember distinctly because I got kicked out of class because I called teacher an asshole. But that's another story. But they were talking. They showed this video, right? And it was full on penetration with the video camera. And they showed the guy. Yeah.
Wait. You watched porn in class?
It wasn't like it was like sciencey porn though.
Like a
Yeah, it wasn't like you're
like an artificial.
Yeah.
Like an outline.
But no, they showed
drawing.
like the infrared of the dude getting a
yeah.
and the whole bit, right? And so after they're like, well, let's have a discussion, right? And I remember this one guy, he was a hick, had a big old cockatoo right here in his mouth. And he's like, why do girls' vaginas stink so much?
Wow.
And then everybody knew his girlfriend was in the class, and everybody just kind of like, and kind of looked her way.
So fucked up, bro.
And then she was like, if you don't like the smell, like keep your face out of them. And everybody was like, oh, yeah, dude. Public school, though.
Yo, and we would do that. We would go, ooh, when someone said, I almost kissed him. Ooh.
Got some.
I
prudes
grew
at
up
your school.
sheltered.
Prudes.
Did Anna go to private school?
She halfway through, then they saw how I turned out. They're like, let's get her in public school immediately. Immediately. Look at our son. He's an embarrassment to the family. I don't know why I just played that, but anyway.
Vinny didn't see tits till he was like 22.
Our son's in the bedroom wearing a dress right now. Get her to public school.
I remember visiting. We got the internet, and it was 56K at the time. You know, it actually ran through a phone line for all you old fucks watching.
AOL disc.
AOL, it came on a floppy disk, and I put it in, and I went to sex.com.
I went to boobs.com.
And I went, ooh, what is this? I didn't know what sex was, bro. I'm fucking 16 years old. I don't know what sex is.
They had those chat rooms.
Yeah.
AOL, like
Now,
wrestling
don't get me
chat
started
rooms,
on that.
Sports.
ASL.
Yeah.
Age, sex, location. So I go to sex.com, and bro, my mind just exploded because I didn't know what I was witnessing. You mean a penis goes into a vagina? Is this real? That's what happens?
Do you remember
my
when you could
parents did
download
this
the
twice?
pictures? You could download
My
the
parents
pictures?
did this twice?
You could download the pictures, too.
Yeah. And bro, that was the worst thing I could have ever done. Because from that moment on, I was hornier than a motherfucker, bro. Hornier than a
internet changed the game.
motherfucker.
Dude, I think
Horny.
I was 12. I printed up the picture of Sable when she had the handprints on her boobs
Oh my
at the pay-per-view. Dude, I taped it on my wall in my bedroom.
Dude, I remember waking or going to bed, getting my queue of downloads, hoping like some songs and some videos to download. Go to bed, wake up the next morning, see what downloaded.
Yeah. I remember AOL keywords. All right. The keyword I would put in was WWF because I was still playing with the action figures, the Jax action figures. And I was like, I want the music for when I bring the figure to the ring. I need the music. It took 48 hours to download Stone Cold Steve Austin's music. Right. But then we upgraded to DSL and so on and so forth. And then I became a porn addict. So that's
You had
that's
Bearshare,
life.
Kazaa, LimeWire, Frostwire.
Kazaa.
LimeWire was the worst. That was the devil of my computer. I went
That
through
was
so many
we will
computers.
fuck your computer up. Yeah. Speaking of Sable, I've been watching some old WWF and Sable. God bless her, bro. She was gorgeous, Sable.
Yo, what about when she showed up on WCW, like in the crowd, they acknowledged her?
I mean,
Hi.
yo, Brock is going ham on that motherfucker, bro. You know,
Yeah, but
Brock.
hindsight, she's still a little too thin for my liking.
She was skinny.
Like, she was super skinny.
She was skinny.
Like, she was no Sunny.
But you know what? I think for that time period, I think that was the look. I don't know. I mean, is it different now?
blinded by
They
the
want
titties.
thicker now. They want thicker now, right? I think thicker is better now. You know?
I think we were blinded by the titties.
According to Jim Cornette, Sable would do anything to get ahead.
Yeah, that is true. Corvo is right. Sable did burn Mark Marrow big time. She cheated on Mark with someone tells the story how he. I think Mark tells the story how he found out that
Yeah,
she was.
because she came back. She left and then came back around 2002, 2003
Okay.
in WWF. And Brock was there. So I don't know if they hooked up at that time.
Oh man, he probably
But I remember
laid
the
eyes
story
on
about
her.
Mark Merrill finding out it was Lesnar. He's like, oh.
Yeah. What is he gonna do?
Yeah.
And
What's he
wouldn't
gonna
Cornette
do?
and his wife kind of know? Because isn't Cornette an alleged cuck anyways?
I don't know, but
I've heard the stories, allegedly.
I could see Cornette being a cuck. He
This
seems,
tennis
he has
racket in
like a
the
little bit of a
corner.
wild side. Yeah. I love Jim Cornette. I think his show is fantastic. He's funny.
When he got fired for smacking Santino Marella in developmental.
Cornette was a wild motherfucker. And I'll tell you who else is another wild motherfucker. That is Hulk Hogan. Okay. Not only does Hulk Hogan rob you for an autograph, but listen, I can't believe I'm even reading this. Yesterday, I think it was, Hulk Hogan did an interview with Ariel Helwani. All right. It was called MMA Hour. And Hulk Hogan was discussing WrestleMania 39. And he said that Shane McMahon had reached out to him and asked him to work a match with him at WrestleMania. He said, you don't have to do much. You just stand there, you do your little fucking ear thing. You know, just do the Hogan shit. Right? And he couldn't do it. Then he goes on to say he is not against having one more match against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Listen, motherfucker. Hogan. Hulk. Hulkster. We love you. Okay? What you did was unprecedented for the business. You know, you are in the history of all history books of pro wrestling. But you can barely stand up straight, my guy. I'm surprised you don't need a cane. You're coming out with gummies, with mushrooms. That's cool. Do your side business, man. Make the money. It's smart. I don't want to see you in the ring, bro. I can't do it, bro.
Slapping the hindsight on this now. Can you imagine Hogan trying to improvise while Shane's sitting there with his blown out quad?
Jesus Christ.
That would have been fucking hilarious.
He'd do this for 10 minutes.
Knowing him, he just dropped a leg drop and pin him.
Bro.
I don't think he'd ever get back up from dropping one more leg drop.
Why do people hate Hogan so much? Is it what is it with Hogan now? I know Jones has always hated Hogan, right? But
I think it's because of like, you know, how he could bury somebody, how he didn't want, you know, he would want to do business for himself. But I mean,
so the more people found out behind the scenes?
Yeah, but like, you know, like the Sting, you know, at Starrcade 97, you know, that doesn't work for me, brother. You know, like all that type of stuff, like political. But I mean, that's just how Hogan was. I mean, when you're as big a star as him, you know, like I was listening to Bruce Pritchard. They were talking about WrestleMania 9 with Conrad.
Oh God.
And Bruce is talking about like how Hogan, like Vince, like, yo, Vince, man, I'm doing this and I'm out of here. Like, he would just play hardball with Vince.
Yeah. I mean, I can't blame him though. Can you blame him?
No.
They're all in business for themselves.
You have to do whatever you want to stay to the top.
Yeah.
Like, you watch the Stone Cold biography. Paul Heyman and JR said, like, yo, you have to keep building new talents for Austin to work with. And if you don't do that, Austin's going to be unhappy.
Right.
So with Hogan, it can be the same thing.
Hulk Hogan, man. Let's see. Panetta says, I met Hogan in Toronto leading up to WrestleMania 18. He was amazing and signed my replica belt even when security told him Can you imagine? Security, Hulk, you're not allowed to sign that belt, buddy. Get the fuck out of here. What? Hell no. That is the past. You are right. I mean, but the past sticks with people, bro. What is that noise? The past sticks with people, bro. Let's see. Justin goes, Hulk Hogan has had 11 surgeries on his back. Jesus, is that for real?
The match with Austin, it should have happened at WrestleMania 18 when Hogan came back with NWO. But rumor, innuendo, as Bruce Pritchard likes to say, Hogan didn't want to do the job to Hogan. Like, I mean, Austin didn't want to lose to Hogan, blah, blah, blah. But then he said, Austin came out like years later and he said, that's the WrestleMania match I most regret.
Not having. Yeah. They would have made a ton of money, bro. Hogan knows best. Speaking of Hogan, that was a great show, by the way. Shout out to King J. Sean for bringing us. Hogan Knows Best was when you were introduced to Brooke Hogan.
Remember when they were on Cribs? And she had to be the star of the whole Cribs show.
She's always singing and shit.
Brooke was, I remember like the episodes were the lead up to her debut album. And who was the Miami producer?
Oh my God.
What was it? Scott Storch.
Storch.
And Storch was huge at that time. He was doing things for 50, I think he did Candy Shop. Like, he was booming At
Yeah,
that
he
point.
was $1 million track guy at the time.
Yeah, I don't understand how Brooke got a track. And then who was the rapper that was on the song with her?
Oh my God.
What was his name, bro?
Was it Royce the 5'9"? I don't
No,
know.
it was a white guy. Who was it?
Paul Wall, was
Paul
it?
Wall.
Paul. That's it. That's him. They don't know nothing about us. They don't know, baby. I was like, oh my God.
And that's when Paul Wall died. You remember?
His career got jaw ruled right then and there.
Hogan Knows Best was amazing. I remember the one episode where the one fan like got to go to Hogan's house and spend like the day with him.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
watching TV, and he's like, "Hey Nick, take a picture of us." And Nick is getting like frustrated for the whole shit. Or the one episode, Hogan's on a movie set with the Big Show, and Hogan's like, "Hey, look at that guy hitting over on Brooke," and you see Big Show like, "Hey Ronnie, ain't gonna be none of that here, brother."
Bro. Stallone's like that with his daughters. If you watch the show, they're all three of the daughters. They're in serious relationships, right? Like been in a couple years. They said Stallone hasn't even met the guy yet. He refuses to even meet the guy.
Why?
Refuses.
Just
And they're
out of-
begging him. They're like, "Dad, please meet my boyfriend. Like, we've been together for 3 years." And he's like, "I don't need to meet him." At that point, I'd be like, "Sly, I'm gay. I'm just
Can
the
you
gay friend. Let's
Can you
hang out."
Isn't that strange,
Stallone,
though?
Imagine Stallone meeting him. "Hey, you want to get in the boxing ring for throwing on a few rounds?"
Oh, yeah. I didn't hear no bell.
That's to me, that's fucking wildly strange. You're like, I want to know the logical reason why you don't want to meet your daughter's boyfriends.
You know what it is,
Long-term
bro?
boyfriends.
He can't. He even says it in the show. He's like, "I can't get past the fact that my daughters are adults. I just can't picture it in my mind." And I think him meeting the boyfriends would confirm, like, they're at that point in their lives where they're actually having sex.
What if he thinks that the boyfriends are big fans of him and is
Yeah,
just
they-
using the daughters to get to
I'm
him?
sure he thinks that.
You know how stalkers are nowadays
Yeah.
with celebrities.
I'm sure, but bro,
Looking
3
at his
years
daughters,
in,
though,
bro, 3 years in, that's a serious relationship.
That's got to be a seriously fucked up stalker too, to like kind of bypass the the daughter's feelings and like just, oh yeah, I'm trying.
He's
to
got
get
a
at your dad.
5-year plan. You know, it's going to take me 3 years to meet Sly. That's dedication, bro. That's dedication. Fucking Stallone. So Hulk Hogan, listen. One's in the chat if you want to watch Hogan wrestle at WrestleMania 40 against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Give me a F in the chat if it's a fucking fail.
He's gonna paralyze himself if he gets in the ring.
I don't want to see it, bro. I remember. I know I've said the same thing about Stone Cold Steve Austin, and to my surprise, it wasn't bad. Stone
'Cause it
Cold.
wasn't a regular match. Austin could still move, but with
Right.
all the surgery, Hogan's head. Now I don't mind Hogan coming out, doing his little, hey to the crowd, do the ear.
Yeah, like a little thing.
Yeah.
Please
Maybe
no
come
Hogan
out.
chair shots.
It looks like, based on the responses here, Panetta wants to see Hogan and Flair.
I think that may have been Hogan's last match. They were overseas and they both bled.
Bro. Now, we both know that Flair is not done. What if? Now, this is hypothetical.
The match that never happened at WrestleMania.
The final last match is Hogan Flair. Now, maybe that would be funny. I would watch it for pure comedic relief.
I couldn't.
Bro,
I
don't think I could pay for it.
I would watch them just have a promo in the ring. 32 years later, I'd still kick your ass. We're
my
supposed to have this match at WrestleMania 8.
Oh,
No, because the match starts right. Ding, ding, ding. Hogan hits Flair. Flair sleeps for half the match. Hogan's walking around the ring just.
they do another tag
Hulking
team.
up.
You could do Andrade. There was this one, Andrade and Flair against Hogan. And I don't know who else. Does he have a son-in-law? I don't think Brooke's married, is she?
No.
Nick.
His son.
What's your Nick?
Hogan's son. Now listen, It sounds stupid, but it would make a lot of money, and you know it would. You know it would. People would buy the shit out of that.
I think they would have him like sign like NDAs, like, hey, we're not responsible if you
Bro.
something happens in the ring to you.
I think Hogan's done, man. Honestly, I mean, I think he's done.
I think maybe he said it on Ariel Hawani's The MMA Hour show just to get people talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know when because Hogan's not in the limelight. You know,
they crave that little spotlight. They crave the internet talk. They know what they're doing. But I would honestly, bro, I could see Hogan doing it.
The Mega
Hogan,
Maniacs.
oh my
The Mega
God.
Maniacs come back.
Bro. Oh, he has the mask on, Brutus. Hogan gets another black guy just for nostalgia purposes.
Jet ski incident.
Oh, God. So Hulk Hogan wants to wrestle again. Good luck.
That was the main event of my first wrestling show I ever attended, Hogan and Flair.
It's
Seen it.
I wish we would have had Hogan Flair WrestleMania 8, you know? I wish we would have had that.
I wish we would have had the original card that was supposed to be.
Yeah, it was a good card.
But I mean, the original matches that were planned, like Sid Justice versus Taker,
Yeah.
Macho Man versus Jake,
Yep.
Marty and Shawn.
Marty and Shawn. I mean, that would have been a good 8.
Yeah.
You know, instead we got, they switched it all up on us. We got, what, Sid, Hogan.
Yeah.
And that was the main event,
Yeah.
right? The title match wasn't even the main event.
Hogan
It
was
Hogan
leaving,
Sid.
I think. He was leaving because of the steroid scandal, like taking some time off.
Yeah.
And then I think he was filming Mr. Nanny.
Oh, my. By the way, since we're still on Hogan, I watched Mr. Nanny. Okay?
Phenomenal flick.
And I was going to put on, follow us on we have a public page on Facebook, Pounding the Meat on Facebook. It's a really active page. We post a lot of wrestling news and stuff on there. Mm-hmm. But I was going to put a poll on there. And I was going to say all right, gun to your head. I'll ask both of you. There's a gun to your head. You're strapped in a chair. And you're forced to watch a film. Which one are you choosing? The first film, remember, gun to your head now. And you have to watch it for a year straight. Over and over. You'll be fed, blah, blah, blah. You'll survive, but you have to watch it for 1 year straight. Mm-hmm. You have Mr. Nanny, Suburban Commando, and then the third option is pull the fucking trigger. All right. Joey, gun to your head, Mr. Nanny, Suburban Commando, or pull the trigger.
I think I still have the Mr. Nanny VHS tape. Mr. Nanny was not that bad. But
Okay.
I like Suburban Commando. Undertaker's in that film.
Yes, he is.
Man, it's hilarious.
That's what's his name? That's
Christopher Lloyd.
no. What was it? Mean Mark. He
Mark.
looks like Mean Mark in that one. Yeah.
Remember he tells him, he goes, "You're a dead man, Ramsey." No one of you guys never talk. But it's hilarious because Hogan's like, Suburban Commando.
but Doy's like 18 years old.
I take Suburban Commando.
All right, Suburban Commando. Oh, we got a lot of Suburban Commandos here. So you guys are choosing. You can watch Suburban Commando for a year straight. Easy E, is it Suburban Commando or is it Mr. Nanny or is it pull the fucking trigger?
I'm a glutton for punishment. Can I go 6 months of each?
Got to choose one, bro. Got to choose one.
I'm gonna go Mr. Nanny. I sympathize with the kids.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a Mr. Nanny guy.
Suburban Commando, don't get me wrong. I love Suburban Commando, but
That was during the era of like real cheesy movies. What was Stopper My Mom Will Shoot was around that era.
you know what's the
Corny
cheesiest movie?
movies.
Tell me if you've seen it. Twin Sitters. The two bodybuilding babysitters.
Where they're fighting
No.
over the girl.
What's it called? Twin Sitters?
Twin Sitters.
Who's in it? Is anyone big or is it
They're
twins,
twin.
man.
Huge
big
ass
boys?
bodybuilder.
Jesus?
They feed the bank manager their spaghetti
Oh
when they
my
try to
God.
get a loan.
It's funny you said spaghetti. I
ride a
call the
monster
Hogan. I call the Hogan in. I don't know why I call him this. Hogan when he first got the WCW, I call him Spaghetti Hogan.
Probably because of the pants.
He was skinny, and he opened a pasta shop, like Pasta Mania, it was called. So I always remembered him as Spaghetti Hogan, and they just released a Spaghetti Hogan action figure. I had to pick it up. I was like, yo, it's Spaghetti Hogan! Mine!
What about the Hogan juicer? Was it the one that he lost in George?
I have the juicer.
Oh,
Not the juicer, the blender.
Was it called
the Hogan blender?
Was it called Pasta Mania? I think the restaurant was called. Let me see.
Pasta Mania.
Yeah, Pasta Mania. Oh, God almighty. Oh, my goodness gracious. This promo picture.
The Paul brothers, they were twin bodybuilders.
Oh, my. I got to show you guys this. So, this is when he first got into WCW. And I saw this, and I immediately wanted to go see this. I wanted to go eat at this restaurant. I know Eminem has one now. All these celebrities, they open like restaurants, and you know he has one called Mom's Spaghetti. I would never eat there, ever. I heard people threw up from that shit. Honestly,
How's the Hogan's Beach Shop restaurant?
Now listen. I've gone there. Okay, it's called Hogan's Hangout, and listen. You're paying for the experience. I'll just put it that way. The food wasn't great, right? But it's right next door to Hogan's shop. Now this is Clearwater. You're on the beach. You know, you're paying for the experience of it.
So is it like Applebee's?
It's a little worse actually. Yeah, it's not. There he is. There's a Pasta Mania. I want the Pasta Mania shirt.
Oh my God!
Look at Hogan, bro. First of all. Look at that bowl of spaghetti. There's no way in fuck I'm eating that much spaghetti.
Look at the Pasta Mania hat.
Oh my God. This was their marketing.
I'm going to look and see if I could buy that shirt.
This is what sold spaghetti. My goodness gracious.
You could buy the shirt online.
Can you? Should rock a Pasta Mania shirt. Good gracious. So.
So, hey, but hey, Vinny, you pair that with your Hulk Hogan Thunder mixer?
Look, why is he's like this on every box, bro? Look, he's always flexing.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, his show Thunder in Paradise was good.
I used to love that boat.
Bro.
They had the movie too.
So as far as the wrestling collecting hobby. Since I was suspended from Pounding the Meat podcast for the last few weeks, I have shut down myself from the internet, and I haven't been in the collecting pages and stuff. What's been going on? Have I missed anything juicy, Ethan? What's happening in the belt collecting community hobby groups?
I thought it was you behind it because since you've been gone, there's been a lot of like Bob Nelsons and Jeffrey Taylors that there's a bevy of scammers.
A lot of alt accounts?
Lot of Eddie Williams accounts.
Ooh, man.
But they look like they tend to be more of the Pakistani maker that are trying to be American, taking people's profiles but I mean a lot. Like when I mean a lot, I mean a lot.
Oh boy.
Like scammers is going off.
So these scammers, they're creating fake Facebook profiles of just normal generic families. You know,
I mean, I can give you the FBI files. There's like, there's a, was it person hashtag 2454-1095? There was a video about that where you refer to that person as that number.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
We do have a hero in the hobby that is trying his best to Walker Texas Ranger these people out of the hobby. I forget his name. Was it Giovanni or
he calls himself Guido. Hey guys.
Yeah, Guido. He collects.
Is he taking them down? Are they getting?
So this is what I think. Okay, did a little investigation. A little bit.
Right, okay.
Whatever is put on Scammers of the Belt, he copies and pastes it to his page. And then he'll make like little FBI, like, you know, like the most wanted, like Yosemite Sam posters.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it looks like.
Think of a Billy the Kid poster that's most wanted. That's what you get.
Listen, all I can say is this. Do not fall for these accounts. Do your due diligence, man. If someone named Hank Aaron messages you out of the blue, has a picture of a family, and his bio says, I love the Lord forever, okay? That is a red flag.
And then they ask you if you want to buy a belt, and they end it with inshallah.
Yeah, you've never met him before, and they go, hi, my name's Hank. Do you want to buy a belt? I noticed you want a winged eagle. What?
They do a lot of Cash Apps, and the Cash App names are weird.
Yeah, and the Cash App name is a completely different name.
So I know there's a group where if you post anything on there, it's going to get stolen. Like somebody used my pictures when I was selling a belt a month ago.
Ooh.
Which group is it? Just call it out. All right. Is it the
Belt Collectors?
Wrestling Belt Collectors?
Yeah.
There seems to be a lot of like erroneous shit in that group.
So John Bedoy said, wait, so Barry Bonds is not going to send me a winged eagle? No. Unfortunately, I don't think Barry Bonds has that kind of time.
And there's also a group called Buy, Sell, and Trade. They are a lot in there.
Oh, goodness gracious. But a lot of people falling for these things. But if you follow our page, Scammers of the Belt, if you collect wrestling belts, replicas, bootlegs, whatever, or you collect figures, people report these scammers. I can't believe people fall for this stuff. Honestly, it boggles my mind.
Well,
They must want the item so bad that they'll give so much of a benefit of the doubt.
No, they want the price that cheap.
They get 120.
We're living that downside of what Eddie and those guys did to the hobby.
Yeah.
You know, they killed the hobby. So now your belt is either going to sell for your middle of the road belt's going to sell for $150 now.
Right. Well, they used to. Here's the thing. For people who aren't familiar with this, like the belt behind Ethan hanging up, we're in groups where you can collect like actual, like really well-made replica belts. You know, say you wanted the winged eagle with the WWF logo, or you wanted a specific Crumrine, whatever. There a lot of these makers internationally will make this for you, and as long as you do your research, you can get something really, really nice, right? Well, a couple years ago, an average middle-of-the-road belt, it's nothing spectacular, it's nothing fancy, was about $300 to $350, okay? That's what a belt would cost you. And I mean, this is just middle-of-the-road, decent, it'll get by, nothing crazy. Then, the price dropped because there was this huge scammer in these groups that was just stealing belts from these makers and then keeping all the money. Instead of sending them the money, he would have the prices down to $150, $175, and that became the normal price of these belts.
Yeah, it was him and somebody else, and maybe also someone else as well.
There's a couple of someone else's that are as guilty as him.
Mm-hmm.
And what it did was it just fucked the market up.
Yeah.
So there's no middle of the road $300 belt anymore. It's you're gonna sell it and lose money, or unless you deal with like classic shields and you stay up on that end. There's only two ends.
And
there's
they went up.
Yeah,
They're up in price now, right? With inflation, what are they up to? $1,300? Where are they at?
15 was the last winged eagle I got quote
For a winged eagle?
I believe so.
Holy shit! I'm going shop, motherfucker. I'm going shop. Fuck that. But you know what? I must say, shop is getting really, really good. They're getting good. They're learning. They're not there, but they're creeping. Okay?
Did anybody catch the Zach Hunter Lawson live?
No, what happened?
Paint on the Crumrine.
What is he?
Apparently, they painted over the gold on the shop Rhine.
All right, so the shop Rhine is the WWE shop just released the Crumrine belt. All right.
Yeah.
These two guys got it here. King Jay Sean. A lot of people purchased this belt. It sold out during the first wave. So what happened?
Apparently, they did it intentionally. They painted the plates to make them look aged after they were plated. They want them to look a little dull.
Oh, is that where it looked like black? I saw like a black dot on there.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna try to strip it and see what it looks like. Fuck it.
I watched someone
Shut
like
up.
put like a gloss on it to make it shinier.
That's all it wants, a little shinier.
Huh.
He
But
did that.
it-
He got like a little paintbrush, and then it got shinier with a little acrylic gloss.
Panetta
Right.
says some of these scammers are getting good at Photoshop. Be careful. They're putting the picture with their name and date in it in the stolen pictures to make it look legit. Wow.
My favorite is like you see some of them like they'll do like video calls. I want to like be like, yo, you should answer that video call. I want to see what he looks like.
Fuck yeah, bro. Justin says Altair Classic Shields, top rope belts, Wildcat, and WWE Shopper. I agree. I couldn't agree more than with that. I mean, honestly, bro, personally, for my gem, for my belt that is like the belt of all belts that I want it perfect, I would go to Classic Shields. A lot of the other stuff, if it's on shop, I'm getting on shop because it's just on display. It's literally just sitting there and collecting dust, but I like looking at it and seeing it. You know, shop's getting to that point for me, honestly.
That's why I got the shop Crumrine, because if I'm not a Crumrine guy as much as a King J. Sean or something like that. So
Yeah.
it's just going to be on display for me. That's it. If I wanted to go Homer, I'd probably do the C4. I've been doing a lot of research on because they're actually doing it on a silver plate.
Okay.
Yeah, they're trying to do it the exact way the Crumrine was done.
Huh. The
No zinc, no brass.
what's going on with are people receiving the Crumrine? Well, what's going on over there?
Well, there's a gang war right now going on. You know, there's a turf war developing right now. You gotta pick your sides. It's like East Coast versus West Coast versus no coast.
Over
Like-
what? What is going on, bro?
The Crumrine and who makes the best Crumrine. I literally told somebody the other day on a page, he had the globe blown up like so far. He's like, look, Shop Crumrine just took the globe from the 3D big gold and reused it. I'm like, bro, go get some ass. So what happens is you have
Are they for real? Like going at
they're
it?
for real. They're for real.
This is serious.
This is serious as all hell.
Wow.
You got Chaperine versus Fandu Lux versus Groovy G
Groovy G.
versus
Groovy
And then
G
you-
still surviving, bro?
So that's what I don't understand. Groovy G, well, and he likes to talk shit, but won't ever show his face. That fucking dirty Australian.
So
course not.
I watched a video of I'll say his name, Stephen Hammer, did a video review,
Of what?
and he
Which one?
did Chaperine and the
Okay.
Groovy G.
Okay. Together?
Yes,
Okay.
somebody sent him the Groovy G to do a review on. Zach Hunter Lawson did.
Okay.
And Stephen Hammer said this thing weighs 3 pounds. Like
Which one?
the Groovy G.
3 pounds.
Yes, that is
So-
without the re-leather.
That's light.
So
That's
King J.
light.
Sean said the same thing. King J. Sean said it was under 4 pounds. So I make this.
And what's an average belt so people know? What's an
Like
average
six
shop
to
belt?
8.
6.5.
6 to 7 pounds.
The Shop Intercontinental weighs more than the Groovy G Crumrine.
Ooh. Wow.
So I make this statement because that's the other problem with the Groovy G Crumrine. The strap is worse than any Fandu strap they've ever put out. It's literally 2 pieces of vinyl stuck together, and he sold it as of, well, you'll need to get it re-leathered anyways, but I'm trying to keep the cost down. But
So
his
why don't
cost
you just
is-
sell the plates?
His cost is $600 for just the plates or with the strap.
Every video he puts out, it's of it re-leathered.
Yeah.
One thing
So
I'm
those
seeing,
photos, those really nice photos,
Yeah.
is a re-leather job.
one of the things I'm seeing is, you know, like with this little war with the Crumrine.
The turf war.
Yeah, it's hilarious to, you know, look at and see. But like somebody will put a post up and be like, "Yo, man, get whatever you want, you know, buy whatever belt makes you happy." Then somebody says, "Yo, man, I like my Fandu Lux. I like that the better. I think it's better than this." And then that same person that put up the post and said, "Buy whatever you want," will criticize that person that likes the Fandu Lux. Oh, it's not accurate. It's not this. It's not that. It's like, yo, quit telling somebody get whatever you want, and then you want to
And then
criticize.
fucking attacking them over it. You know, pick your side. Listen,
Dude,
you're
you
either
post
going to
a
be an
belt about-
asshole.
If you post your like CS belt, they'll say like CS. Oh, CS is inaccurate. Blah blah blah. CS is this. CS is this. Oh, this. You know, the Groovy G. This is better. It's more of the cast big gold. Like it's fucking east, west, north, south. They're fighting.
No one
like, right
gives a
now.
fuck. Honestly, bro, I'm going to be real with you. From the outside, no one cares. No one cares. Now, I'm not a Crumrine guy. You could show me 3 Crumrines. I wouldn't know whose is whose, nor would I give a flying fuck. Honestly, 0 fucks given about where you got it. Oh, it's a Crumrine. I don't like the Crumrine personally. That's just me. You know? Now,
The fact that
personally,
they're so hell-bent over that floral design is 7/16 of an inch off
Jesus
center of where it's
Christ.
supposed to be.
then get the real one. If you care that much, call Conrad and say, yo, let me buy it off you. And then you'll have the most accurate one possible.
I mean, there are reports out there that Conrad let WWE
That's
borrow,
right, Brian, you're
borrow
right.
the Crumrine, and that's how they made this one. You know, but I mean, for the price you paid on this Crumrine from the shop with the discount, I'm not complaining. Like,
What was the price you guys paid? It's like 3 something.
$337 before
You
taxes.
can't beat that, bro.
So it was
Yeah,
like
I paid-
$380.
I paid $380 overnight ships.
You can't beat that. Agreed, PTM. It's all subjective. Different strokes, different folks. Grab what you like and live your life, bro. Bro, if you're on the Facebook groups, I'm going to be real with you. If you're on there arguing about a floral design on someone's Crumrine and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, your pussy level is lacking substantially. Substantially, bro. It's not that serious, bro.
Off the pace of the Crumrine, though, somebody, if you're looking and interested, I couldn't believe it until I screenshotted it and sent it to the other guys that somebody's selling a $6,000 shop Intercontinental with moissanite stones.
How much?
$6,000? Shop belt.
I can't do it with that.
I'll tell you right now, guys. If you're looking for replicas, whatever, ask around. Do your due diligence.
Just don't let that guy do your leather.
Just don't let Babe Ruth, who has a wife and kids and is still living, take your money. All right, that's all I got to say about that, bro. That's it.
Some of them have like 2 names. You'll hear like Nicholas, or Thomas. You know,
Fucking, they're always very generic names.
some of
Super
them will
generic.
message you like, "Hello, mate. You looking for this belt? $120."
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
quality.
What up, brother? How you doing, man? I love you. I love you more. So we got a big weekend coming up. We have the Double or Nothing, which is AEW's pay-per-view on Sunday evening, beginning at 8 o'clock.
7 hours long.
So, yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a long-ass pay-per-view, which I'm
Shift.
not a fan of.
9 matches.
But I'm looking forward. And I never thought I would say this. Gentlemen, I never thought I would say I'm looking forward to a Saudi Arabia pay-per-view. I'm looking forward to this one. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Saturday. No more than 3 hours. He's right.
James Taylor is the word for the universal word of slut.
James Taylor is a fuck. That's what he is. A
You
fuck.
better lock your doors this weekend.
Hide your wives, hide your kids. And Wake Up says, I love Joey and Easy E as well. We love you, bro.
Thanks. E.
Jay, never held an actual. Dude, I will bring a belt for you so you can hold an actual leather strap, bro. I got you, bro.
Does it have that thing poking out of the middle?
What's that?
The actual leather strap?
Oh, I don't know.
I was being dirty.
I'll bring it through. I'll bring it through. So we got Saturday. We got, whatchamacallit. What's happening? What's happening Saturday? Before we start,
Come on, man.
yo, King J. Sean, you devil.
My guy.
You devil, you.
Yo, hey, and I want to say that
Appreciate
about
it.
King Jay. He was so nervous trying to come on, and we're like, bro, you'll be fine. He's a natural.
King
Who's a
J.
natural?
Sean, bro. We gotta have him on again. I'll reach out. I want to personally reach out to King J. Sean and get him on when I'm not suspended. You know?
I'll have to link you his Facebook because he's got some like cryptic Facebook, like he's undercover. Like
I don't blame him. He's King J. Sean. He's got 72 Crumrines. You know?
that's true.
You gotta stay on the low. We got 1 o'clock. We got Night of Champions. Everyone is watching to see who will be crowned the new, kind of new,
Seth
World
Rollins.
Heavyweight Champion. Even though the lineage is going back to 2012. Am I right? 2012-ish? I think it was last held by Randy Orton.
With the
Correct
big
me if
gold
I'm
belt.
wrong in chat.
With the big gold belt, I think.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's no longer a new World Heavyweight Championship. It is the old new World Heavyweight Championship. They are adding they are including the lineage of the original Big Gold that was in WWE. So tomatoes. We got Panetta says 2002. I thought it was later than that.
I thought they said 2002, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. I
think that is right.
Am I wrong? 2002 sounds early for that. Anyway.
No, because Triple H that belt was gone by what 2000.
No, because, well, are we talking about before it was merged and undisputed, right? Before the people were carrying the two belts.
Yeah, the Triple H one.
I thought Randy Orton was the last to have it. Here it is.
Here, I'll tell you.
2013, Hip says.
Yeah,
that
2013
sounds about
when
right.
Orton
Yeah,
held
so
it.
Orton, 2013, was the last one to hold the World Championship by itself, individually. That's where it's continuing from. Okay? So, you have, of course, AJ Styles against Seth Rollins to be crowned the new World Heavyweight Champion. Whether you like it or not, it's happening, so we just got to roll with it. Personally, and I am sticking to this, I am dying on this hill. It will be AJ Styles, even though Seth Rollins is heavily favored to win this championship. I just feel like something tells me that they're going to try and do the opposite of what everyone expects. That's just me. Is Seth Rollins the logical choice? Sure. He's hella over. People love him. I'm not a personal fan of him, but AJ Styles is more of a champion. He's held multiple titles with multiple companies. He is a legend. We don't know how much longer he has left, honestly. So I could see them crowning AJ. I'm going to stick with it. AJ Styles will be your new World Heavyweight Champion on Saturday. So I'm going with AJ Styles. Sticking to it.
I generally ride with you on it, and I'm going to go the other way.
And I don't blame you. I don't blame you either. Because that is the heavily
Seth's been
favored.
working.
Yeah.
Seth's been working, right? I would agree with you if AJ wasn't coming off of his ankle injury. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing that's kind of keeping me like, ooh.
Well, listen, my choice is not logical. Okay? He's been quiet. He's not been there. Why would they bring him back from an injury and just give him a title? But I'm just feeling like they want to fuck around with the minds of fans. That's just me personally. That's the only logical explanation of giving it to AJ Styles, because Seth deserves it. Seth deserves it. Joe, who will be the new World Heavyweight Champion Saturday at around 4 p.m. Eastern time?
When this title was announced in the bracket, there was reports that Seth Rollins was going to win it.
Correct.
I know he's filming the Captain America movie. That's why he wasn't
Shout out
there
to him for getting that bag, bro.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't there the past couple weeks. That's why he had to do those videos on Raw. Man, whoever wins it Saturday is going to lose it in a couple months. 2 or 3 months, tops. They're not going to hold it very long. This title is going to bounce around. I don't know.
Isn't that more reason to give it to Seth? You give him his flowers, and he's gonna lose it, and he's
To me, that's the only reason you're giving it to him is because he put in that work. He did make the character work, even though I'm not a fan of his character. He did make it work. He got it over. It took a while.
I think Seth can get any character over that he does.
He's proving it.
And the work he's put in with Omos and fucking
he's grinding.
Logan and Cody and
he's grinded. He deserves it.
I would not be shocked if they give it to AJ.
I mean, yeah, you know what? There's something.
But I don't know. I'm torn on this. Title. I could see it going either way.
Either way, it'll go. Yeah, but Cone's going with AJ. I see a lot of AJs.
But I don't know, if, because the reports were, that Seth was going to be the first champion of this.
That is not far from being a fact, Panetta. I would not be surprised if that happened. Oh, my God. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? They pull a Bret Hart and, what was it, Diesel? When Bret won the title at the pay-per-view and lost it the next night on Raw? Or no, he lost it to Sid.
He lost it to Sid.
Sid.
Because he wanted that Final Four.
In your house. Yeah. Bro, can you imagine AJ or Seth win it the next night on Raw? Omos.
And it was Austin
takes the fucking title,
Austin
bro.
Austin hit him with the chair when he broke up the sharpshooter.
Oh, my God. AJ. I didn't think that many people would be okay. We might have a shot here.
Fucking that's the Twilight Zone horror. Omos gets the belt, and then fucking Roman wins the tag titles, and he's got 19 belts around his neck.
I get. Listen, at this point, if you want Omos to win the title, you just feel bad for him. That's the only logical explanation you're giving for Omos to win a title is because you feel bad. How about that Seth Rollins promo? Yeah, that was cool, man. He was digging on Roman. And I feel like it's a work shoot type thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Could be. Yeah, there's 7 matches on this card.
Yeah. So what do we got? What are the matches? What's the match lineup? We went over the main event.
Okay.
A lot of them we'll just skip through because whatever. It's Saudi Arabia.
So
we all know Gunther's winning.
We got Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus.
All right. Who's winning that one?
I'm going with Trish.
I'll go Becky.
Are you going with Trish? You know what? I'm going to go with you on Trish because I hate Becky Lynch.
You got Natalya versus Rhea. I'm going to go with Rhea because I think they have no challengers for Rhea, so they're just, hey, who else is back there?
Mommy.
Yes, mommy.
Yo, Rhea, I'm proud of Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley has been killing the game lately, bro.
She's got long-term champ written all over.
Loving her.
I'm not surprised when you saw her in the NXT UK when she first got in there. Yo.
And you know what? I feel like it's a redemption from the silent WrestleMania.
Yeah, when she lost at the Charlotte.
When she lost. And it was a very cringe match because it sounded like a tennis match. Mm-hmm. Like female tennis where they go, that's what it was awkward. It was super awkward. So we're going Rhea Ripley on this one.
You got Bianca versus Asuka.
Bianca's winning that.
I'm going with Asuka.
No, bro.
Yes,
Joey, come on.
Because Bianca beat her at WrestleMania.
They're going to change a title at Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, you can't have Asuka lose again. It's just my...
All right, so you're going... Well, I want to make sure we have these. These are down. These are the selections. Mm-hmm. I'm going Bianca. Ethan, you're going Bianca. Or Bianca? Now, Bianca. Joey's pulling this could be an upset. Joey's going Asuka. You're sticking to it? This is that final answer.
Yeah,
all right.
Asuka.
All right, what do we got?
Gunther versus Mustafa Ali.
I swear to God, if anyone says Mustafa Ali, I'm blocking you.
Well, Mustafa's going to lose and then he's going to get cut.
By the way, isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how the cuts are coming up in 6 weeks? They're having, the WWE announced that WWE, but there was an announcement that they are having cuts come up in 6 weeks. And then Mustafa Ali that same day goes on his social media and says, if I don't win this title, I'm leaving WWE.
But, they are in Saudi, so they could do this. No, never mind. I think Gunther's going to chop him so hard, he may fly into the third row.
I'll be surprised if Mustafa gets even a fucking hit in there.
I think I'm gonna squash.
He's gonna be so fucked.
I mean, you got the next match is KO and Sammy versus the Bloodline for the tag titles.
Bloodline's winning that all day, every day.
So here's my thing.
Oh, all right, Joey.
Roman
Okay.
said, I dedicate this victory to Afa and Sika. Okay?
Right.
What if KO and Sammy win and Roman goes on SmackDown? The Usos be like, yo, you dedicated this match to Afa and Sika and you guys lost. We dedicated, remember, the Usos dedicated the
To Roman.
win to Roman and they lost.
Right.
But it's not going to happen because Roman is walking out. Roman and Solo are walking out with those tag belts because they're going to face the Usos at SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. 4-belt Roman, bro.
Paul
You know what?
Heyman's going to be.
I just want to see that because it's silly. Yeah, it's
dumb.
something silly to see.
It's dumb.
4 belts, bro.
Dude,
And you know
That'd
what,
be
bro?
great.
Shame on the booking.
See, I like the angle Joey just said
It's fun.
without having him take the fucking to be a 4-belt Roman.
Bro, you go 4-belt goat,
Christ,
bro.
man.
You know, and it's a shame because they really took something special with Sami Zayn and they ended it so
Killed it.
abruptly, so quickly. Honestly, bro, they could have kept that shit riding for a little bit longer. They could have. They could have rode that shit because it was such a good story. Man, they abruptly ended that shit, man.
They got overly happy and they busted their nut way too quick.
KO,
I just think you need to take the titles off of KO and Sammy. Nobody's buying them as tags.
no one cares.
Nobody.
No one cares. They're all more. They are more involved and invested in the Bloodline and Uso thing. KO and Sammy are just there.
Yeah,
They're just space taken up. Unfortunately.
basically.
All right, what else we got?
Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar.
Ooh, good one, good one, good one. Who is Cody's dad again? Who was it?
Dusty Rhodes.
Oh,
Goldust.
Dusty. That's
I don't know
right,
if you guys
Dusty.
ever heard that.
Dusty.
Know that?
Dusty's son.
I'm going with Brock. I'm sorry. Because I think they're going to have like a trilogy.
Cody's been taking a licking lately.
Does he have a broken arm now?
I think that's going to work. That's going to work.
You know what? I'm hoping Brock whips his ass because I'm getting sick of Cody. I'm getting sick of his smile. I'm getting sick of his what do you want to talk about? I'm getting sick of his woes. You know, I'm just getting tired of the guy. Yeah, you know what? Brock, whoop his fucking ass for me, please. Damn it.
Cody's got to go through hard times.
Yeah. I don't want the story to ever finish. I want it to be the never-ending story.
Cody's going to be the horse truck.
Cody. Finish the story.
I mean,
Fuck out of here.
then then you got AJ, you know, of course.
Is Omos
Yeah.
fighting on this card?
No, I want to know what's the main event. I think it could be the Bloodline versus KO.
I'm thinking, yeah, it's got to be Roman. I mean, it is Roman. They're gonna make Roman. Then the co-main event will be
new title.
yeah, which is crazy if you think about it. You know, you think the new World Heavyweight Championship is gonna be an event? Nah, it's gonna be Roman, bro. Roman 4 belts. All right, so that is those are our predictions for Night of Champions.
Yeah.
Panetta said there are 3 main events. What's the third one? Don't tell me it's
Cody
Bianca.
and Lesnar.
Okay. You got Cody. Oh my God.
Or they squash one of the women's in the middle, put Rhea in the middle.
This would be open. No, I think the Brock match is gonna be the opening match because Brock wants to get the fuck out of there. You know how Brock works.
He's got his own private plane ready to leave.
Can I just say something about Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes? All right, before we move on to Double or Nothing and then watch basketball.
Yeah.
We have a problem. We have a major problem with Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. And the problem is this. We don't know why the fuck they're fighting anyway.
I do.
But you do because you thought about it and you processed a scenario in your mind that makes sense. But what WWE hasn't done is explain to you why Brock Lesnar attacked Cody Rhodes. There has never been an explanation, okay? And since then, there still hasn't been an explanation. It's been, let me just whoop Cody's ass. No reason, no story, until one night on Raw, they said, Brock didn't like his placement at WrestleMania. What? What? That's your story. That makes no sense. We still don't know why. Okay? That's why no one's invested in the shit, bro. Because there's no reason. But then Joey thought about it, and Joey, what's a reason?
So, if you go back to SummerSlam last year, when Roman beat Brock, the stipulation was as long as Roman is the champion, Brock cannot fight for that belt.
Right.
Okay. So, with Cody not beating Roman at WrestleMania, Brock is like, yo, it's your fault that I can't fight for the title.
You ruined my title shot.
Yeah, so I'm going to take it out on you.
See, how long did that take, guys? For literally, that took him 20 seconds to say. Did he say Roman's mad at his placement at WrestleMania, so he decided to whoop Cody's ass for 4 months straight? No, because it doesn't make sense. That makes sense. Simple.
Yeah.
Simple storytelling. That's it. That's all we ask for. What's the story? Why? That's it. All right. We got Double or Nothing, the 7-hour-long pay-per-view. This shit's going to be longer than Ben-Hur. What do we got?
You want me to go through the whole match?
Let's go through the meaningful ones.
Okay. I mean, you got Adam Cole versus Chris Jericho.
That'll be fun. That's an unsanctioned match.
With Sabu as a special guest.
Shout out to Sabu, bro.
Who was a guest on this show.
Shout out to Sabu, who was a guest. You can check it out on Pounding the Meat podcast on YouTube. We had Sabu as a guest. Wonderful man. Wonderful, wonderful man. And he looked about 75 years old. I'm just going to speak facts here. This man.
Yo, man, he don't miss those chair shots when he throws it at you.
Was he 58, Joey? How old is Sabu?
Sabu's gonna be like
I think Panetta told me he's 58 years old. He don't look 58.
He is 58.
That man is not 58 years old. There is no way. Wikipedia is wrong. That man is 72 minimum. 72. He will be in the corner of Adam Cole. I am going to go with Adam Cole on this match. I think it would be a good win for Adam. And,
Yeah.
Jeremy wants to know what your doggy's name is, Easy E. What's the doggy's name?
Gunner.
Gunner. Gunner is the name. Joey, who are you picking?
Adam Cole. I mean,
Adam Cole.
I just think it makes sense.
And Easy E, you riding with me on this one? Mr.
Hey, bang.
Adam Cole. Hey, bang. All right. We'll go Adam Cole. And I hope Sabu gets some good shots in there, bro. Get him a couple spots.
Oh, hey, over under he bleeds.
Oh, Sabu bleeding. I'll tell you that right now. Sabu will make sure he bleeds himself.
Moxley comes and fucking wants to outdo him.
Jesus Christ. All right, what do we got?
Not a bad card. I mean, I'll go through like the three that I think is the best one. I mean, Adam Cole versus Jericho, and you got the Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite in an Anarchy in the Arena match.
All right, now here's why I'm scared of this, Joe. What is Moxley known for? Bleeding, right? Blood, violence, no holds barred. Some would even say he does it too much, or that's all he knows, right? And you can argue either side, right? But on Dynamite last night, this man, John Moxley, specifically says that if you don't like blood, if you don't like violence, I suggest you not watch this match. Which goes to tell me that someone is dying. Someone will stop breathing that night, because we've seen it all from Moxley and AEW already. We've seen a terrible explosion match. We've seen barbed wire. We haven't seen fire. Have we seen fire yet? I don't think we've seen fire. But I mean, these guys, Moxley has fucked people up. And you know what? Panetta even says this, Moxley is trash. A lot of people are starting to say that about Jon Moxley. Because they're saying he just goes for the blood sport of it, right? Trust me when I tell you I will be watching this. I love bloody, violent matches myself. So I'm looking forward to it, but there are some that don't, which leads me to think that AEW is not for children. If you think of bringing your child to an AEW event, you better buy some WWE tickets because this is not for children. Someone will be dying. I am going to go with the Combat Club on this one. I am not going with the Elite. If everyone's bleeding, Moxley's winning. Joey?
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it is. Moxley loves these type of matches. Like, his favorite matches are the death matches.
This man gets hard about knowing he's going to hurt.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
There's going to be a lot of oohs and ahs in this match.
Oh,
You're gonna be like,
yeah.
Oh.
It's going to be rough, bro. I don't like the pizza cutter, bro. I can't do that, bro.
Maybe a cheese grater?
Oh.
Remember New Jack would bring out the cheese grater and all
Yo,
that
New
stuff.
Jack would just stab motherfuckers, bro. Legit.
He'd come out with a trash can.
Oh.
Stab everything.
Bombs away.
Man, I don't know. I could see them giving the Elite the win.
It's a tough one. Either one would make sense. It doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't really...
The only one out of the Elite I really like is Omega. So I'll go with the Combat Club.
Combat Club.
But I could see the Elite winning, though. See, it's like...
I mean, me too. But listen, it's Combat Club's match. This is their match. This is their match. They need to win more than the Elite, I think. And Easy E, are you riding with me on this one? Or are you going...
I'm going full Mortal Kombat. I think Moxley and company lose by being speared by a forklift.
Okay, so he is going with the Elite. And it's not a bad choice. Either one could win this.
Impaled by a forklift. I'm calling it right now.
These motherfuckers. So what's it called? An anarchy in the arena.
Arena match.
So there's going to be blood all over people, bro. There is no way blood is not going to hit people in the crowd.
No.
This is going to be a mess. But I'm looking forward to it. I like bloody matches. You know, sue me. Yeah. All right, what else?
You want me to go to the main event, or should I, like, throw out some of these other matches?
Run through them. We'll just go
right.
quick with them.
We got Ethan Page and the Guns versus the Hardys and Hook. If the Hardys win, Matt Hardy will own Ethan Page's contract.
You know what? I love the ass boys. So I'm just going with them because I love them.
I'm going with the Hardys, I guess.
Go with the Hardys. All right. Ethan, you riding with the Hardys or the ass boys?
Ass boys.
Ass boys all day. I love the ass boys. I think they're hilarious.
All right. We got Jade Cargill versus Taya Valkyrie for the AEW TBS Championship.
All right. Jade's staying undefeated. She's going to go 50 million and 0. Jade's staying undefeated. There's no
I'm
way
going
this
upset.
woman You going upset on this one? Okay.
I'm going upset.
All right. Joey V.
I'm going with Taya.
Really?
Taya.
I'm the only one. Okay. I'm liking this. We got to. Now, this is all documented, gentlemen. We can go right back to this stream.
I've seen her in person, and she is got a thick body.
She thick, all right. THICC. Thick.
Yeah. Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Like, honestly, these are one of those matches I just don't give a fuck. And it's sad to say.
It's bathroom break.
Because the women's division in AEW is blah, in my opinion. So it's a toss-up for me. I'm going to go Tony Storm. I'm just picking one out of thin air, honestly.
I'll go Tony Storm, too.
And Easy E.
I'm riding the wave.
All right, we'll ride the wave. Tony Storm. Yeah, I mean, it's like whatever.
The next match is a Blackjack Battle Royal.
What does that even mean,
21-man Battle Royal for
okay.
the AEW International Championship.
Okay. So, Mr.
We don't know who's going to be. I'm just going to say Orange Cassidy retains.
We'll just have him retain. He's been going ham with that belt. Yeah, I mean, there's no way to say who's going to win that. All right.
Wardlow versus Christian Cage. Ladder match for the AEW TNT title.
I'm going to go with Wardlow on this one. I'm going Wardlow.
I'm going Christian Cage because that title flip-flops so
Constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly. All right, we going Wardlow E or we going Christian Cage? Wardlow. I like Wardlow. He's had a good little babyface run with this rivalry. I like it.
We have FTR versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal for the AEW Tag Team Championships with Mark Briscoe as a special guest referee.
I'm going to go with Jeff Jarrett. I think they're going to give him his flowers here. I think Jeff's going to have a little bit of a tag team run because those titles kind of flip-flop too, bro. They're not really cemented on any tag team for a long time. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to give Jeff the tag team titles just for putting in work. He'll lose them quick, though.
I'm going with FTR to retain.
FTR to retain. It's still not a bad pick. And Easy E, you going FTR or Jeff Jarrett? I think Jeff's getting it. All right. What else we got?
Then we got the main event. The four-way match for the AEW World Championship. The four pillars of AEW.
MJF retaining.
MJF versus Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
I can't. First of all, the belt is bigger than all three of the opponents.
Four.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you see Jungle Boy holding that belt, bro? It's fatter than him. Okay. Darby Allin needs to eat. Okay. And Sammy Guevara, he's just there to get his ass whooped.
He's AEW All Access star.
Yeah, dude. He is the face of AEW All Access. Wondering if he's gonna have a match that night or not.
It's so funny.
It's literally him and Ty Conti. It's their history. It's their documentary.
Another night of me not wrestling and you are.
And it's them just complaining the whole time. Like, I love Sammy wrestling, but I wish I could wrestle too. Oh my God. Is this all we're watching? MJF all day. All day long. Then June 17th, right?
Huh?
Oh, you going MJF, right?
I'm going MJF because it's going to be MJF and Adam Cole for the title at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah. June 17th, CM Punk will be returning, which is why I wore the shirt.
You know
Looking forward to that.
You know what's another thing I'm excited about? Vinny introduced this to me yesterday. The blue cage.
Yes. So, in real quick thing, if you have WWE 2K23, if it's hidden in the options, but if you choose a cage match, you can actually go into match options and change the cage. And they have the big blue cage in there by default.
Yeah.
So you have the old school big blue cage in there, which I thought was pretty cool. We are excited for this weekend. Thank you guys for joining us. Leave a like on the video if you don't mind. Follow us on socials, Instagram at Pounding the Meat, Twitter at Pounding the Meat, Facebook Pounding the Meat. Everything is Pounding the Meat. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not subscribed already. Thanks for engaging. We are looking forward to this weekend, and we are looking forward to next Thursday. Hopefully, Jones comes back in one piece.
He may be sober by then.
I'm going to miss him. And then next week, we will be talking a little Panetta's Toba. Fight Forever's coming. Fight Forever. Thank y'all for joining us. We'll see you next Thursday. We love y'all. We out. Peace.